So, could be a tasty one today then, Ant. We've got all the ingredients, that's for sure. Treacherous conditions, an ever-changing racetrack, and one or two cars just behind the pace setters who maybe, just maybe, fancy a bit of an upset after a good performance from them in free practice.
And the question has to be, of course, what is that circuit going to look like in 10 to 15 minutes from now? If you think the rain's going to get worse, then you have to be straight out when the lights go green to find whatever grip you can. But if it eases off, then you're better off waiting, saving the tyres, and going out at the perfect moment. The other thing that comes with these conditions? Traffic, and the lack of visibility that comes from sitting in the spray. It's going to be a constant problem, and I expect to see a lot of frustrated drivers with ruined laps out there today.
Take it easy to start with, the track's wet. Catch that. Say again. Till we see this heavy rain ease up into light rain. Quick tyre update for you. Everything's looking nice and tidy on our end. Let us know if you start to feel any issues. There's less tyre deg than we feared. They should last a while. Your brakes are at optimal temperature. Brakes at optimal temperature. This downpour will last for another 10 minutes, then we expect conditions will transition to light rain. Say again, you're breaking up. Okay, we can take you this lap.
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Renault, Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself.
Hello. I just wanted to pass on the team's expectations for this race. Good luck.
Hard work, ingenuity and ambition. All things you'll find in abundance amongst the 15 million people of Shanghai over there to our southeast. And we've got plenty of that here on the grid as well. 20,000 horsepower, give or take, chomping at the bit to be unleashed for the Chinese Grand Prix. Shanghai International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, tests their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1, and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14. Joining me once again to take you through this race is the effervescent Anthony Davidson, and I'm very much looking forward to it getting underway. You raced here, of course, didn't you, back in your Super Aguri days in that infamous Chinese Grand Prix of 2007?
Yeah, that's right. I didn't last that long, though, unfortunately. Qualifying had gone pretty well, but my brakes failed quite early in the race, around lap 10 or 11, something like that. And of course, back in 2004, I was the very first Formula 1 driver to complete a lap of this circuit. Just thought I'd mention that for you, Crofty. You like a good stat. It's a fairly tough circuit on the brakes here, though. You know, there's that long back straight down into turn 14, and then you got turn 6 and 11. They're quite heavy as well. On top of that, managing your front tyre wear is always a challenge around here, so there's a lot to keep in mind during the Grand Prix.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. It's Renault in pole position then, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Raikkonen, Valtteri Bottas and Verstappen, Ricciardo, Massa, Sainz and Nico Hülkenberg, Kvyat, Stroll, Fernando Alonso and Perez, Grosjean, Van Dorn, Kevin Magnussen and Esteban Ocon, Wehrlein and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, remember to protect the inside on the run down to turn 1. Make yourself as wide as possible. Robust, but fair. Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though. Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap. Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. This lap, please. We need to get you on new tyres and move on to a different strategy. The front wing is in a really bad state. We need you back in the pits this lap.